That's what I mean by be careful. I titled that this whole broadcast into for a person to understand and be careful, be careful, be careful, be careful. It's gonna ring in your head. You gonna hear it in your seat. Be careful, be careful, be careful. No different than a person that's exposed to um political bullshit. Be careful. Exposed to the poisonous. You have to be careful. You have to be careful around people who do not understand you. Be careful, be careful. And not only that, man, but like we had the storms down here in Florida. Everybody's so hyped up about these storms, right? So these storms, some people didn't, they know what the deal is. The storms make people go into fear tactics again. And the whole time, in the whole situation, you got to be calm about that. You can't just go into fear and go back to being a baby again. Because if you do, you scaring yourself and you letting go some of your potential energy in you. And that's what make things shift a whole different way. You got to be calm about everything. You got to make calm. You got to be calm. You got to be very calm. If you don't be calm, then you have no one to guide you. You don't have your mama holding your hand. You don't have your daddy holding your hand. You definitely don't have your big mama. So you got to be calm for yourself. Be very calm. It's more like saying that you're gonna handle it in your own perspective. So you got to be calm and have a mindful about that too. So that's being a person that's living in the right mind of getting things together, but being blissful at times. That's what that means. So yeah, definitely. Um, them storms, it make people scared because you hear about people losing property, people dying by these monster storms. You don't know how to handle that energy, but you got to be calm about it. Very, you got to be very calm about it. And this go for the state of Florida. But like I was telling you a while back, Florida is actually in a they have a big protection around Florida. People don't even know that. There's a big protection around Florida. Some of it might get damaged, but it's not fully going to get damaged. There's a big protection circle around Florida. It could have been bad, very bad. So now we at the point of uh you know political debates coming back, and there's a lot of people still falling upon the manipulation schemes. People truly is waking up to their full potential right now. So you got to be careful. You got to be careful about your bank accounts. You got to be careful about your well-being. You got to be careful how you spend your money. And you definitely got to be careful about um you know people who you let into your own energy field, your aura, your aura, because the aura is your lifeline of energy that's had a connection to the that cosmic energy. Let me see. I want to bring up something else too. I seen something else I had that I want to bring up because I always make notes about a lot of different things. Definitely. Y'all make sure y'all stay grounded. Y'all make sure, you're getting that sunshine at all times, like I was saying, because that is a big plus. And don't fall for this the celebrity gospel and stuff, man. Sometimes you gotta let that stuff be. Sometimes you can't do nothing about what they problem is. They not your problem. You have your own problems. You have your own problems with your own house. You have your own problems with your own mind. You have to understand, like, yo, everybody have problems. I just don't get why people trying to, you know, be involved in somebody else's problems. Like when they bring up a celebrity gospel and they get into that energy and be feeling sorry for their own damn self. Like they actually living with their energy or doing what they doing. Sometimes it's good to play the, you know what I'm saying, the backstage dancing and kind of leave that shit alone. Definitely. I want to bring up another little thing that I had jotted down. Sometimes it's a lot of stuff still coming on with the weather, but still, we got to keep a mindful. Got to stay blissed about a lot of things, because the world is changing. Can't stop the world from changing. We don't like the world changed a whole lot since the late '80s. The world changed every day. The world changes, so we can't stop that. That's evolution. Just like cars change. Evolution take place every so many years. Everybody comes. There's always something coming out. There's always a new idea coming out. There's always a new technology coming out. That's evolution. That's part of living on the planet. So, some people be kind of scared about what take place. I don't agree with everything, but you know what I'm saying? You got to be wise about it. Definitely got to be wise about it. And don't let people scare you into this apocalyptic shit. You know what I'm saying? Because that's one thing that people need to understand. If we were gonna die, we would have died yesterday. You feel me? But one thing about living in apocalyptic times, things gonna happen. It's gonna happen for a reason. You can change the narrative like through your meditation. Just remember, I said that a while back in my Thanos snap video. I said with the meditation, you can actually change your reality, how you living. You don't have to live like that. You know what I'm saying? Change your reality. Just go on your meditation, meditate on it. Meditation can help. It can increase you being strong. It can increase your knowledge. It can increase your wisdom. It can actually increase your vitality. It's a lot of things it can do. Meditation is like it's like you the God of that universe, and you change your realities. You like creator, because he gave you power. The source of all gave you power to feel. So what, you know what I'm saying? That's what it does. The meditation make you do a lot of things. So it make you stay in your power. Like that's what it does. It's the most powerful thing. Like when you start getting in that meditation, it's gonna start getting real to you. You're gonna start wanting to do it like two or three times a day. You'll make it a habit after a while. First time you just for people that's new to meditation, when you started, you always like wanna, ask your higher self for guidance, ask your ancestor for protection. Then you can go into your meditation. You close your eyes and think what you want to change in like the previous situations you in now. You feel me? So you got kind of like you shifting a world of energy within yourself, and that energy have effect on the whole world. Like even anybody stop meditating right now, you have an effect. Your conscious gonna change the whole world. and that's game. Because if you're in the conscious community, then you'll understand what I'm talking about. Because when you start doing the meditation, it start changing like different frequencies that's around you. It's gonna start shifting shit for you that you knew you never knew about. Soon as you start doing this, I guarantee less than a week, you're gonna start seeing it. Less than 2 weeks, you're gonna start really seeing it. Less than 3 weeks, you're gonna really start seeing the whole picture. You're gonna start seeing the whole picture. It's gonna start ringing bells for you. You're gonna start understanding some shit you ain't even understand. That's what it does. So the meditation is a big game. It's game on. Stop being scared and step into your power. That's what you're here for. And when you step into your power, you can make stuff a little bit better for you. So it's definitely a plus. It's definitely a must, because some people feel like it's dangerous, which is not. It's not. You know what I'm saying? If you feel that way, then you'll never know how precious, how beautiful that shit is once you stop doing it. Because once you start putting your all into something, you'll start seeing results. It's gonna start changing a lot of stuff for you. And I noticed the changes though. Like when I first started doing it, I never used to talk real like knowledge wise and wisdom wise. And next thing you know, big words start happening for me. I start making connections and stuff. Like I'm start reading a lot, all that. It just make you want to do that. Some people just have it into. It's embedded in them to do it. You know what I'm saying? But sometimes you have to put misconceptions down so you can have the full understanding. And to all my church people out there, you know what I'm saying? Can't steer people from what they do, but you have to take time to understanding the true purpose of what religion is actually doing to everybody. But all religions is complete slavery. Complete slavery. But you have to understand you can step outside your box just to understand. It's okay to understand yourself sometimes, because you trying to I want to say walk into something and still trying to learn it. You know what I'm saying? God is always real. That's number one. Can't never take that away from nobody. God is always real. He's always with you at all times. Now, the theory came behind that because we was people that prayed to the sun. We always pray to the sun. We are sun gods, and we always manifest things through solar activity and solar energy, which is universe energy and shit. It's a protocol, nature laws. So people that dwell into the church is really have a lot of work to do, because we you know what I'm saying, I came from that era of the church, and I used to be with my parents, and my granddad ran the church, did everything. He was a pastor. It's just not sitting well with me, because of the simple fact that it was later on, some things don't sit right with you. You know what I'm saying? So the more you try to like this, try to understand it, the more um the more it keeps on like nicking at you. You know what I'm saying? You don't have the full potential, but you just want to keep working on it. So by me coming up in the church, back then, I didn't have no understanding for it. Like I truly stepped outside the box and still try to look, because it's good to understand inside and outside. You gotta look out the window sometimes. You can't just stay inside the damn house and be scared all your life. So people have to understand God is always with you. You can't take that away from you. But all this other stuff that came about with the dogma and the um with the it's a lot of stuff, man. I want to say stuff so bad I can't even say it. But I do know this by them coming over here and bringing that Christianity mentality to everyone. Because you got to understand, if you was indigenous to this land, Europeans was the first person to see a black man running on his own land um with his own religion. And when they seen these black people on this land, they used to call us wild, but we were never wild. We was living in style over here. We had our own. We had everything that we could possibly want it because we were living with nature. And when they seen us living like this over here, they wanted a piece of that. So what more to do than be friends than backstab you later? That's what they did. And when they pushed up on us, they brought their own tools of religion to imply on the people. And that's when war broke loose. That's when everything went downhill from there. Because this is actually stolen land to them. Stolen land. So, like I was saying, man, you got to be careful about a lot of things. You got to be careful. So that's why I titled that to be careful, be careful, be careful. Man, just mostly stay love and stay bliss. You know what I'm saying? Heaven on earth gonna happen, but it might not happen this decade. But I mean, we making big big choices and big connections right now because a lot of people have woken up and they changing it. They changing these timelines up. When I say they changing them up, they changing up. Every day the timeline is actually changing, and there are reports of people hearing uh they're hearing this another frequency in the air at night. Go to TikTok, go to some of the YouTube channels that's actually talking about that. They got information on that right there. So if you're looking for, what's taking place, because a lot of people waking up and hearing noises in the air. That's that new frequency. That's another different frequency. Ain't even came down yet, and it's still working. Now with the clouds and all that right there, because we got man-made clouds, and um we have a lot of stuff, man. Just it's the lies of deception, because we in a new era, we are in a new age. This is actually the golden age of waking up. You know what I'm saying? The golden age of the new gods. So each and every one of you on this planet are descendants of gods that's waking up to true power, true potential. Because there was so much that we did. First of all, it's so much information on that, especially in the cult community. I heard a lot, but definitely sometimes you gotta have to tap in with yourself. From when I tapped in, there was we had abused the power, and that's why the power was taken from us. We we was doing too much with it. We definitely was doing a lot with it. So what we got stripped down from our power. So God pretty much condemned us and took our power, and now He's giving it back to us. And what I mean by giving it back, we're getting increments of power that's coming back to you. So that when you feel the changes at night and your body hurting and you got headaches waking up every morning, that's the ascension. That's the ascension of the new power coming in. that's ascension of you. That's the ascension of your upgrades coming in. So that's power. So just giving you fair warning of, you know what I'm saying, what's really taking place. So be careful, be careful. Like I was saying, be careful. Got to be careful, man. Definitely. Man, protect your children. Make sure you love your children. You know, show love to your family. Show love to strangers on the street. You know, you might not know that person from a can of paint, but you still gotta show love to them, man. If you don't even have a dollar, just, you know, sometimes it's good to tell them, say, man, I love you still, but I look out for you later on. You feel me? So definitely, stay blessed, man. Definitely stay blessed, man. This your boy Z Energy, man, and dropping nothing but knowledge, and entitled this to be careful, be careful, be careful, because you got to be careful, man. We in dangerous water, so be careful, and and keep that sage on deck. Keep you some salt. Hey, man, definitely. Stay blessed. Yo, peace.